Hey Tarot Tube, I am back with this summer 2024 card deck club from Hay House. I've already done the first deck in here, and now we're going to do the second one. So there will be a link at the end for the other decks once they're all up and published. So I'm very excited to be looking at this one today. So I have a lot of Colette and Reid's decks, and I'm very interested to see how this one's going to fit in with the collection that I already have, because this is the first one, to my knowledge, that she has written and illustrated. And I was doing a class with her when she was working on these paintings. So it's kind of exciting now to have the deck in my hand when I had seen it sitting on easels. All right. So we've got the usual Hay House box here, and the retail price is going to be right around 20 bucks. Inside it says, "Welcome, seeker, to this exploration of the hidden realms, your destiny and yourself. Accept the sacred partnership of the guides and awaken to more than you ever thought possible. Your true path, your purpose, your power, and your potential." So getting off to a very positive start. Let's get this a little bit better balanced. Yeah, getting off to a positive start, which is her way. Yeah. So let's look at the backs. I'm assuming that she did the backs as well. This is so exciting. Let's just look before we get started. So this is one of her decks that I use a lot. When I reach for her decks, it tends to be this one, the animal one, Woto, Wisdom of the Oracle. So let's see, for those of us who like to make mega decks, yeah, it's going to fit if you're interested. You like, because it's not a big deck, so it's like, well, you know, let's see if I want to put it in with something. I don't know if I'm going to. All right, and already we've got a little manufacturing boop here. I'll just use a little blue ink. I can make that go away. All right, so here's our book, the usual, what I expect from Hay House. Nice size book, and looks like each card is going to get 2 full pages of information, which is a good amount, right? And let's see what we have at the front. Yeah, here's a list of her books and decks. Okay, we've got a nice index, which I really appreciate. I've been doing a lot of tabletop role-playing games, and I don't know what it is with that group of folks. They do not seem to believe in good indexes. All right, so that's good. Imagine, myths and legends speak of powerful, older, wealthy beings. Okay, great. Story of the guides and this oracle. Right, so we're getting a little bit of personal background on how she got into this. All my pieces were done in this blessed acrylic paint. Oh, all right, so we've got, I'm not going to get into all of this except to just briefly say it looks like she really made an effort to be intentional and bring a sacred intention to what she was doing when she created these paintings. Central theme of the oracle is compassionate guidance. So here's something I like about her. She's just like, well, it doesn't make any difference whether you believe or you don't believe kind of thing. Just here's what it is. So she says, whether or not you believe that these beings are real, the messages are designed to help you navigate your journey, stay in alignment with realizing your greatest dreams and intentions, attract and create better relationships, and offer more harmony, fulfillment, and meaning to your life. Working with this oracle can remind you that you're not here by accident, that you have divine purpose and a unique destiny to fulfill. Your dreams and desires matter. Okay, so you know what? Who can argue with that? Not me, that's for sure. And, you know, there's something about, you know, kind of getting in the vibe with her. It really, I don't know, I just feel more connected to divinity when I'm working with her materials and stuff. All right, so she's giving you some how-to, the basic business, and here we go. All right, so stick to the end, and we will do little 3-card or 3-pile dealio. I'm having a hard time here. Okay, I think think my camera's like going off. All right, let's do it. Stick to the end, and I'll let you do pick-a-pile stuff. Serenity out of exhale, surrender, radical acceptance. Boy, there's a lesson that I'm learning. We'll never finish learning. Zenith at the peak. Look at all that red. Victory, achievement, tangible abundance. The river dances to the sea. Flow state, trusting in the adventure. Treasures in the deep and dark. Shadow work, healing old wounds. Sovereignty of magic, synchronicities, miracles, spiritual forces. She does believe in synchronicities. Ripe, juicy, and ready, poised for success, potential waiting to be realized. Aha moment, awakening, new directions, potential. Epiphanies sing at dawn. Okay, I just have to stop for a second and look at these faces. See how, yeah, so it's like we've got a few different face shapes and characteristics sort of spread out with different colors. All right, grace within the chaos, accepting life's complexities, the seduction of distraction, holding space for love, non-judgmental discernment, self-acceptance. There's closed eyes on that one. Oh, and look, just eyes. Mystery, uncharted territory, deep knowing, the eyes of mystery. Okay, order in the forest, releasing resentments, cleansing, and making amends. Oh, look at the little frogs. Okay, love and partnership, power dynamics, collaboration, intimacy. Listening to the ancestors. Oh, look how the face gets divided. Okay, so on one side, it's inherited patterns and traditions. On the other side, it's integrated wisdom versus knowledge. Knowledge? Yeah, knowledge. What is holy? What is true? Appreciation, witnessing the unmerited gift of grace. Oh, that's really interesting. The unmerited gift of grace. Let's sit with that for a sec. That feels true. Full moon eclipse, removing internal obstacles, confronting self-identity and intensity. Frozen for time, non-action, slow down, not yet. A call to transformation, metamorphosis, and the in-between. Look at that. It's like these wings also look like eyes. That's beautiful. The true sense of power. Divine will, integrity, power versus force. Is that a little dragon? Yeah, it is. That's a good image for power. Begin with faith in spring. Oh, there's a little bunny. Beginnings, innocence, fertility, and growth. Okay, so how many of these cards have had like little critters that I didn't notice? Okay, we've got a dragonfly. Those are leaves. Don't see anything. These are almost like crowns. Beautiful crowns. I don't know what that is. I have to spend some time with it. I'm looking for critters here. Okay, so there's the first one that I noticed, the frog. That's something to sit with. And there it is again. There it is again. Okay. Went off on a tangent there. That's okay. It was an interesting tangent. All right. The consequence of fear. Contraction, the frequency of fear, self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, everybody who's like, oh, hey, housing, so toxic positivity. It's like, no, look. There's plenty of messages about other things here. Okay. Death reclaims a life. Natural endings, grief, letting go, the sacred quality of death. Oh, and there's a little seahorse. And another frog. The alchemy of poison. No doubt a poison frog. Transformational lessons, reclaiming personal choice, and radical forgiveness. Gratitude is dreaming. I love that rainbow look. The manifesting power of gratitude and the law of praise. Surrender to the change. The art of allowing resilience and adaptability. All eyes are open. They sure are. Inspired vision, Clarity, perception, revelation. Let's look at the other one that has all the eyes. These are very slidey cards, but wait, how did I go past it? There it is. They're different. They are different. Okay. But to finish the sentence I started, there's a slip with these cards, but it's not like, you know, if you ever have one of those decks where you go to show it and it just like flies all over the place. It's not that bad. Okay. The dream of co-creation, manifesting divine partnership, frequency alignment. Oh, this is so sweet. I actually had a moment earlier today where I was creating something with someone else, and it just felt so good. Okay, every word has power. Education, power of persuasion, communication, and internal dialogue. There's a lot to think about here, like with the heart, with the circle over there. All the time in the world, having enough time management. There's two sides to that. Connecting through the connection through the cosmos. Community, everything is connected, the law of reciprocity. Enough for now and always. Another aquatic theme. This time we get a little fishy. You are enough. Worthiness, faith in needs being met. That's a constant source of challenge for me. In the midst of the radiant fire, love the red. Inspiration, passion, obsession, and cleansing fire. All the blessings everywhere. Oh, that's such a big feeling. Gifts from the universe and synchronicity. Self-expression, protection, and the authentic self. The masks we wear. Letting go of stories. Surrendering attachments, releasing unconscious patterns. That's a challenging thing to do, right? This and that are true. Open-mindedness, perspective, nuance, and complexity. Boy, the world can use a little bit more of this. Another chance to be. Reclamation, second chances, rebirth, emotional healing. Is that an octopus? Or I'm not clear on octopus or squid. Okay, stuff to think about. Way out of the weeds. A clear way out. Multitasking, getting organized. Focus on brilliance. Let's look at that iris. Look at that. Focused attention. Prioritizing, persevering. Emergence of protection, boundaries, self-preservation, trusting in divine protection. Well, that's interesting. So they're saying emergence of protection, but also trust and boundaries. Okay. This is begging to be edged. Going off on another side quest here. Wonder where I'll go with that. Okay. Beautiful. This looks like a passion flower. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Mentorship, fulfillment, peace of mind, and self-care. Dear Lovey. Emergence of true knowing, intuition, rigorous honesty, and inventory. Yeah, it takes work, right? True knowing. Okay, rise to the occasion. Capability, strength, authenticity, free will. And that looks like a phoenix, perhaps. Maybe. The burden of choice. Choosing higher ground, consequences, unconscious choice making. The emergence of hope. Faith, trusting in a divine plan, all is well, and patience. Okay, we've got 44 cards, and I'm going to do it this way. Look, it's kind of pretty. So if you like the deck, you like the fact that I did a walkthrough so you could see it before it is available at your local bookseller, or metaphysical store, hit that like button. Now we're going to put these into 3 piles. Do a little pick pile. I think I can get all 3 into one shot. We'll try a shuffle. Oh, and I have to check. Does she have reverse meanings? Let's see. Yep, she does. Okay, let's do another. We want to get some reverse cards in here if appropriate. Well, so far, I am liking this deck. I think it's worthy of like a little bit of an in-depth use. All right, so here you go. Take a nice deep breath. Imagine that these cards are being dealt for you. And let's make 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. Get them centered up. Okay, here we go. All right, and I will read the meanings for each of these 3 cards in Colette's own words. So this is number 22, The Alchemy of Poison, upright. Key concepts, well, you can read that. Those are your key concepts. And upright is, the word alchemy describes how a common substance can be magically transmuted into something valuable. The poison dart frog, for instance, is not inherently toxic. Instead, its body takes what it eats and turns it into a poison that is lethal to others but a powerful protection for itself. However, if the frog is fed a different diet, not from its native environment, then it's not toxic at all. There is no doubt that our childhood traumas shape who we are as adults. Our initial hurts and betrayals are an emotional poison from which we evolve. Our past pain alchemizes into different personality traits that we express, some wonderfully and healthy, others toxic and self-sabotaging. Right now, you're being asked to focus on how you've changed after all you've endured. You've moved beyond the difficulties, found your strengths, and courageously expressed them in the world. Reminding yourself of how far you've come is the new emotional food you need to keep nourishing yourself with. If you take a moment to observe your journey, you'll discover that the alchemical magic you've been looking for has been inside you all along. Step forward knowing you have the strength and hard-won wisdom to meet any challenge and succeed. Okay, so that's if you picked the first pile. If you picked the second pile, you got this one, Holding Space for Love, number 9. And we got upright. So the meaning here is, you may be having an experience meant to teach you a lesson that you thought you'd already learned. It's causing you to feel like you're retracing your steps, but you are truly progressing, moving forward like a dancer on a spiral staircase. Along the way, you learn how to love and accept yourself, and then are better able to hold space for others. That makes sense. Now you're being asked to observe a person or situation with an open, loving heart, releasing the need to judge or fix. It's more important now to understand them than for you to express your perspective. Can you slow down and listen deeply with your heart rather than your head? Drop the lens of the past and see through compassionate eyes. Listen between the lines to what's not being said in words, but what may be expressed in a more subtle way. Allow things to be as they are and still be willing to move forward, to explore and learn and let curiosity lead the way. You're in a beautiful place right now, so love the imperfections you're gifted with. It will set everyone free. Oh, that's a lovely message. Okay, I'm going to turn this right side up, but we're going to look at the reverse meaning for this one if you picked the third pile. So this is number 4, Treasures in the Deep and Dark. And we're just going to jump right down to the reversed meaning for this. So this is the Shadow Work card, reversed. Right now, no matter what your inquiry, Well, that's a hard word to say. It's time for a look in the mirror and a personal inventory. It's easy to be triggered right now and feel like you've gone back in time with a reopened wound. It's important to be aware and avoid defensiveness, judgment, or blame. You always have a part to play in this theater of life. Perhaps you're challenged because someone is projecting their unhappiness onto you. Perhaps you are the one projecting judgment outward into the world or refusing to accept the truth of a situation. Whichever position you hold, have a sense of humor and let it go. Everything will come back to a manageable right size, and soon you won't even remember what all the fuss was all about. Life is just messy some days. Ain't that the truth? All right. My analysis is boop, boop, 2 thumbs up. Really looking forward to working with this deck. So yeah, and speaking of thumbs up, if you would hit the like button, man, it would help me so much, and I would just be grateful forever. Have a good one. Go out there and find something that makes you smile. Bye-bye.